Hey guys, I'm here to talk to you today about my January TBR. I'm really terrible at TBRs, like really bad. Usually how I pick up my books to read are, what do I feel like reading? And then I pick them up, which is why I probably have so many unread books on my Kindle and I keep buying more. Yeah. So I'm gonna pad my TBR and hopefully I can pick and choose from what I've set to read, and if I get most of those done or if I have some selection. This is like when I overpack because I need choices. This year I have goaled myself to read 75 books, and last year I did 52 and that was really great, really comfortable. I upped it however because I intend to read a ton of graphic novels. So for the month of January I'm going to be reading The Wicked and the Divine. I've heard really great things about this. Someone recommended it to me on Goodreads, so I'm really excited that I picked it up in my first graphic novel haul and I've got it waiting for me now to finish. It's about 12 gods who return every 90 years, and when they come they're kind of venerated and hated, like very pop star-ish is what I pick up from the description, and then in 2 years they're dead. So it's happening again, and that's where we are following the story that they're back, and I don't know what happens. I guess I will see when I read it. Next we have I Was Here by Gail Forman, which I received this as an ARC and I was going to read it in December, and I actually started. My bookmark is jingling in here, but I have not finished. So I really want to finish this month, clearly, because it comes out this month. This follows the story of a girl named Cody who her best friend Meg commits suicide. And there was no warning for Cody, so she travels to Meg's college, meets her roommates, and starts really discovering stuff about her best friend. I really enjoyed Just One Day, not so much Just One Year, and I haven't read the little novella that goes after it. If I Stay was okay. So I mean, I have like okay feelings towards Forman. She's a really great writer. That's one thing that I will give her. Sometimes her stories lack a little bit something for me, or they're almost too manufactured sometimes. So I'm interested in seeing how this goes. They're always very feelsy, that's for sure. So I know with the subject matter that this is covering, that will definitely be the case. So I will let you know how that goes. Next we have A Visit from the Goon Squad by Jennifer Egan. I picked this up, and also The Goldfinch and The Orphan Master's Son. I checked them out from the library because they are the last 3 Pulitzer Prize winners. I don't know how many of the 3 that I will get through this month, but I'm starting with A Visit from the Goon Squad. I started it already. I'm really enjoying it. In fact, I got to the end of part A and I immediately went back to the beginning because I want to reread what I just read. They're kind of almost short stories, but they're connected by different characters. So one character who shows up in one story will be the point of view character for the next one. And I mostly followed the line, but there are things that when I went back, I was like, no, I know that this or that was mentioned before, and I wanted to make sure that I was picking up every little piece. I really love that about this book, that it's keeping me so engaged and so curious that I'm actually starting again. So hopefully I will actually make it to the end of this book without, you know, rereading and going back and forth, but so far I'm really enjoying it. Next we have The Crane Wife by Patrick Ness. I love Patrick Ness. I've started it already, and so far from what I could gather, this guy had a crane land in his backyard, and that's kind of where I am right now. Next we have The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black, which everyone and their mom is talking about this on BookTube. I first read Holly Black in her Tithe series back before I was writing any kind of reviews on the internet. So I vaguely remember this series, that book. I don't even think I finished the series. I did read The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Not my favorite book. It had some weaknesses, but she does certainly know how to create a great world. From my 100 books to read in a lifetime list that I'm doing with my coworker, I will be reading The Liars Club by Mary Carr. It's in the description, it's compared to J.D. Salinger, so The Catcher in the Rye, and I hate The Catcher in the Rye. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, they tell me that I have to read it in my lifetime, and I'm believing their word. Finally, there's this thing that I wanted to do because I am super guilty of starting series and never finishing them. I think it's very difficult to do a series properly, and I think they're overdone, especially in YA. There are so many times where the story does not call for a series at all, and it's kind of just dragged along 3 books. Second one usually being the worst because it's the middle of your story and it sucks. So, yeah, I'm more attracted to standalones, but that doesn't mean that I haven't been duped into a series or picked up a series thinking that I would finish it and never did. So I put all of the unfinished series I have in this little jar, like a TBR jar. Some of these I started and loved and just never got around to. Some of these I started and hated and didn't want to read the full series. So there will be some hate reading possibilities in here, but I thought it would be a fun little project to try and finish all of these things. So here's the one for January. I also picked a jar that my hand doesn't actually fit through, so that's cool, right? Yeah. The January pick will be The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. This is actually a good pick. I really enjoyed. I just never got around to finishing, and I think there's actually a 3.5 coming out in January, so that works well. I read Cinder, which I gave 3 out of 5 stars, and I also read Scarlet, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars. I thought Scarlet was an improvement over the first book, so that's how you do series, guys. You keep improving. I own Cress, which I believe I started, but that's what I'll be finishing this month. Hopefully that's what this pick is, and then I'll read Fairest when it comes out at the end of the month, and I'll be all ready for winter for whatever she decides to release that. So there you go. That's my pick for this. I don't know why I keep holding up the paper like it's a book cover. Thank you for watching this. If you guys have anything that you're planning on reading in the month, let me know in the comments or link your TBR videos so that I can check those out as well. It should be a great month. I hope you guys all enjoy it.